All right, we're on to stop number 2 here in McKinney, Texas, which is still north of Dallas. And by looking at the front yard, I could tell this is somebody that really cares about their garden. Beautiful turf. They've got a cool little hand pump water fountain going here. I like simple stuff like that. That is really awesome. Oh, look, they've got some water scuppers spilling out the sides. Very creative. I like it already. Did a great job with the landscaping. And you got this inviting path going around the left side of the house. Let's see what's back there, Ralph.
Let's go.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Welcome.
Awesome.
I had all these fish in a quarantine tank that needed a home, so I committed to being on the pond tour for 2013, not knowing how far we were going to get, but it ended up still being under construction during that pond tour, and we finished it a couple of days later. I've got a lot of features here in the backyard. There's not much I can't turn into a water feature. I've got a 1958 GE Ringer washing machine, and Tango and Cash live in there. Got a hospital tank around on this side for any new fish, so they don't give the big guys cooties. We keep them in there, and it's easier to medicate 175 gallons than it is 3,000 gallons. The water feature out front is an old hand pump that I got at First Monday Trade Days for $25, and there's just not much I can't turn into a water feature. And so it's just a recirculating water feature with a water reservoir down below. You basically build a little pond, put something that looks like a milk crate in there, the aqua blocks, to hold it up, and a pump over on the side, and just recirculate the water through that, whether it's a rock, a washing machine, or an old pump. I've seen musical instruments done, like trumpets and trombones and things like that, so that's pretty cool.
What's your favorite part of being on the pond tour, and why would you let people come into your backyard?
Well, it's a labor of love, mostly labor. So you want to show it off, and look at the big pond on Lisa, so to speak. But I really enjoy sharing my garden and the whimsical nature of it. Talk a lot about plants and things that grow well. I've not met anybody that has a pond that doesn't also have a beautiful garden and knows a lot. It's kind of an extension of the garden. So this pond tour is really the best garden tour in the whole Metroplex, and it's the most cost effective, with $20 for a carload. You don't hear about that. Most garden tours are $20 a person or per garden or something like that. So it's really just a lot of fun, and talking to people. I think it's so hot and gas cost is so expensive this year that maybe we haven't had as much traffic as I would like to, but I've got to visit and really visit with people, everybody that came through. So, and just share our love.
Great job.
Share the love.
Great job. This place looks awesome. That's exactly what I love about these type of pond tours. We used to do these all the time back in New Jersey, and just getting a chance to talk with people about their passion, which is their garden, their pond, their water feature, is so much fun. And hearing about all the work that they did to create that special place for themselves, that's the reason we do this. Let's go to number 3. So Ralph, we got another nice looking house here.
Another beautiful house. Now, what we have out in front is the signs of some work being done. I don't know if this is a brand new pond or it's a new landscape, but something big has happened here. Let's go check it out. how big that fish is.
I don't know if you can see that, but that is a monster down there. He's 3+ feet, and there's a bunch of them in there. This is a pretty big pond for this backyard. So from this end all the way to that end, I bet that's 60 feet across. Comes right up against the back of the house. I guess the homeowner has their windows from the kitchen back in here, looking out right over the water. Look at the size of these elephant ears. These are just huge. Absolutely gorgeous plants. Got a bunch of them. He's got some big stands of them over there. Looks like she's got a bit of an island going on with some planting out there. More of these elephant ears, and then there's multiple waterfalls. Huge stand of umbrella palms right there. A lot of tropical plants. Well, they'd be considered tropical in New Jersey, but down here I think they actually might make the winter. Got some big Texas sandstone in there making up these waterfalls. Really cool. Love the big statue. Japanese lantern. Just really nice and neat. And you got all this artificial turf going right up against the edge of the pond. Just looks spectacular.
My favorite part of this pond is like all the greenery. How much different plants there are here. I mean, it's just awesome. The maturity of these plants, I just love this. I want to put more plants in my pond now that I see this.
So Ralph, my favorite part about this pond is definitely the plants. I mean, this looks very lush. I love the use of all the tropicals. Tropical plants are great feeders too. They're constantly pulling nutrients out of the pond. But just the way it's done with everything kind of disguising like a lot of the rocks. And that's what's important too when you're talking about pond design, is blurring that line from aquatic to terrestrial, where it's kind of like a seamless transition. Like you don't see every single rock. And that's kind of what's going on here. It looks really cool. Hopefully you enjoyed this pond tour, guys. I know Ralph and I are having a great time out here, even though it's 105 degrees.
No sweat.
Come back to the next video. We're going to continue this tour. We're going to be showing you one of the ponds that we actually built down here about 6 months ago. It is spectacular. You don't want to miss it. Hit that subscribe button. Head over to Pondscapes AZ. Hit a subscribe for Ralph. Where are you at now?
5,200.
5,200. I thought you'd be at 10,000 by now. Well, I don't know what's going on over there. Help the guy out.
A lot of your subscribers unsubscribed from me. I miss you guys.
All right, guys. See you on the next one.